ICU capacity, you shouldn't look at ICU capacity as in an isolated...
in a traditional ICU, full capacity ICU
because
facility.
When my stepdad was dying, we were in Fortis, Gurgaon, and he was in the oncology ICU, and the oncology ICU is dedicated to oncology. They have 25 beds in the oncology ICU just for cancer patients. A couple of years ago, my father had a near stroke, or a very minor stroke, and we took him to Medanta. That's another experience in itself. But Medanta has a dedicated 20-room neurology ICU with 2 or 3 ventilators. Now, those ventilators are not going to be made available to COVID patients.
No, absolutely. So you have to use estimates of what is the available capacity of ventilators, ICU beds, as well as tertiary care beds to cater to the surge in the patient population demand, courtesy the crisis.
Yeah. Now, can you do that? Now, then again, you have to look at what I don't know. I jokingly said there are possibly more ventilators and ICU beds in all of Saket in Delhi.
Yes.
Than they are in Bihar, and I'm not sure I'm wrong.
It's possible. Certainly, if you take Sector 32 Gurgaon and you look at Medanta as a whatever it is, 5,000 bed, hospital, essentially they would have more ventilators. Very nominal number, but certainly more than Bihar or Odisha or
So you look at something. I mean, when you healthcare in India is also biased heavily towards the major metropolitan areas.
Yes, absolutely, especially tertiary,
tertiary healthcare, specialty healthcare, and let's be honest, for what we are seeing in China and Europe, you need specialty tertiary healthcare systems. You need respiratory. Yes, it's a great thing that India's premier medical institute is headed by a pulmonologist right now.
That's true.
Dr. Guleria is a great guy. He's an extremely good doctor. So it's a great thing. By the way, we are going past Sacred Heart Cathedral right now. Just this is Sacred Heart. It's empty. It's one of the big things. And there's Bangla Sahib Gurdwara, the largest Gurdwara in Delhi. Again, Gurdwara Bangla Sahib is shut. I'm just going to drive down school while we're talking, and my school is right here. So
it would be nice to go to Gold Market and eat a khandvi or something, but it's not possible at this point.
If it was only open, it isn't.
Yes.
And then we're going to go down to CP, I guess, and see what's going on over there.
But no, you're absolutely right. Coming back to ventilators and essentially, hospital or tertiary bed capacity, it's a skewed scenario, and India needs to come up with its own answers. It also needs to figure out what its own kind of compact with its polity is, and what kind of effort you will try and mount to cater to the healthcare needs of the vast majority. Unfortunately, I'm not sure much has happened in the past 12 days outside of...
When the migrants are moving back, so this is my school on the right, St. Columbus School. Looks quite different. Driving past here for many years actually. Back to the thing we were talking. I mean, there is a whole different environment, and state to state. I mean, it's Bihar. I mean, all the migrants who walked back are going back to highly undeveloped parts of India. That's something that nobody could figure out. Why the hell would you want to fall sick in eastern UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, even the interior reaches of Madhya Pradesh, where...
Well, if I may, perhaps better to be sick and dying on an open cot with fields and your family around you than in essentially crammed up, semi-chawl-like quarters in any urban setting where most of these people normally reside. So pestilence in crowded spaces or pestilence in the open, perhaps the choice is simple, the latter. You also see comfort, familiarity with family.
I guess. I believe these guys are no different from the students from the UK and the US who came back. Or the immigrants or the migrants who came back from the UK and the US.
Guys who want to leave their apartments in Delhi and head to their parents' farmhouse in Chhatarpur, to beat out...
you want to be, if you have a support structure, you want to be there. You
Even
want
if
to
it is
be,
just human, not necessarily technical. Yes.
even if it is, you'd rather live with your. I mean, I know enough single guys and girls right now who are actually saying, "Shit, I should have gotten married." Seriously, I mean, okay, Raghav, you're single, but
Yeah. I'm sure that you point, but okay.
but no, because you live with your sister and your folks, so it's okay. You can
that's
marry.
true. That's true.
But there are single guys I know who right now, in the lack of any social activity, in the lack of you're not going out,
Or advice to make chapatis.
and advice. I mean, I still can't make chapatis. Neither me or my wife can make chapatis. What is interesting is I don't know how is Tinder doing right now. Tinder must be dead.
There
Sex.
must be a great calendar, post-COVID calendar of dates potentially lining up, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to be happening because
True.
we do know that the coronavirus. I mean, it does spread in air, but like all viruses, social contact. You can't be breathing into somebody's face and making out, can you?
No, it seems not if you're sick.
Yeah. Let's see now. What's that? No, I don't know.
The problem with this one is that we don't
Police
know.
is getting a nice fancy new headquarters. Didn't know that.
Oh, I guess they're jealous looking at some of the state police headquarters. I don't know if you
Delhi
see the
police
one in
headquarters moving
Lucknow.
from here to ITO to here. Wow,
To here.
that's wow. So yeah, this is Barakamba Road. No, Barakamba, Kharak Singh Marg. Sorry, Kharak Singh Marg. My bad. So this is Shivaji Stadium Metro Station where the Airport Express starts. And now where you go for a lot of your Schengen visa interviews and the UK visa interview and the Chinese visa
inside
interview.
this.
Downstairs, yeah. So this is the giant parking lot. It's quite fancy. It's much better. So all the state emporia are on my left.
RBL Bank. The bank branches are open, but there is not much happening vis-a-vis banking transactions, at least when it comes to anything outside of just simple payments.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think
the
people
processing, the back-end offices which are in the Hyderabad and Chennai, is not just of Indian banking establishments, but potentially even global establishments, are all shut down.
We've been told that check clearing will take at least 4 to 5 days, even the fast bags, even in the...
And third-party logistics services, unfortunately, are not yet open. So any amount of paperwork associated with banking certainly will not get processed.
So today is a nice clear day. Last time we were in Connaught Place. I was in Connaught Place. It was a bit... So we just do a loop of Connaught Place and switch the video off before it gets too long and too boring.
Still a lot of parked cars.
Lots of people might have kept their cars here for the... I mean, some blocks are emptier than others. Obviously, this must be an SBI official. There are lots of bank branches in CP, right? So guys are still coming in.
Yes, and the pharmacy is open. Surprising that pawn shops have not been deemed essential services.
Oh yeah, people are running out of cigarettes. People are really whining about smokes. Heavy smokers in particular. And we just going through. This is again, we are here. We should take my card out of my pocket.
It's just easier to flash.
Yeah, I just flash it whenever needed. So we go in at the Janpat entrance to. So the outer circle is this. Outer circle is empty. All these shops,
Everything is shut.
all the restaurants, all the famous restaurants.
That,
This is what Nirula's used to be. Nirula's are shut down.
the first Nirula, the old one.
Yeah, the old one, K block, shut down. Anyway,
I was brought for a
So,
treat here once I cleared my entrance exams in 6th grade.
Kakeda Hotel, all shut. Everything is shut.
I really do hope for the F&B establishments that their landlords have given them moratoriums on their rent payments, because in the absence of which I would easily suggest an 80% shutdown.
If the landlords have not given moratoriums, or if the guys don't own their own property,
Yes.
the F&B business
Survival
is screwed.
is uncertain.
And landlords should also possibly understand that it's possibly better to give a moratorium now,
than to have
because
no
there's going to be
occupancy
nobody,
later.
there's going to be no occupancy. And I think the way you treat your tenants and your employees right now will make, because see, if a landlord says no, I want my 5 lakh upfront, no, so what if you didn't operate in April, pay me. So the guy will say, okay, I'll shut down, fuck you.
Shut down, yeah. Work from home permanently.
And I don't think courts will, take cases of landlords. It's going to be difficult. There has to be some understanding. I mean,
You did see lawyers got a bonus yesterday across some of the large firms, because significant increase already in some amount of litigation.
No, there's already
Coming
lawyers,
out.
you see, but even so, my friends who run firms, they're telling me they're paying the paralegals more. Because those are the guys you don't want to lose.
Mm-hmm.
There's all the filings and
All
all
the
of that.
filings and
Your
that.
lawyer doesn't, your well-trained lawyer doesn't do it.
Yeah,
Shit of a
yeah,
filing.
yeah, it's
a
true.
paralegal who's
True.
done. Nobody wants to. Anyway, I think the few times they do check, you should always have your
You should
card.
have a card, I guess.
So that's the police control room Scorpio. These are new Scorpios they've got.
Thankfully, much
So as
new.
you
The
can
old
see,
policies have
A
been
block has
replaced.
more banks. So A block is crowded. So this is the main ICICI branch in Delhi. So, but Wenger's, famously Wenger's is shut, as you can see. And yeah, B block is deserted. So basically, it's only the bank branches over here, and maybe one or two store owners who are still coming.
Stores would have to be essential, services. Which I've
Some
only seen a
stores-
pharmacy. I haven't really seen any open
Yeah,
store besides.
everything is shut, as you can see. This is Connaught Place. Usually it's a Friday afternoon. People will be getting out of college. Even the exams are on. People will be coming in later in the afternoon. It's empty. It's utterly empty. I don't know how else to describe the situation right now. Let's take a... Oops, sorry. What the hell are you doing? There we are. Oh yeah, I mean, and landlords in CP and everywhere have to be understanding, and I don't know how they'll manage. So I'm putting the video off for now.
Yep.
Too long otherwise. So thanks.
You
for
edit it or not?